Mr. Bommai, why was an advertisement not ordered to be issued by you as in charge minister, BBMP or the election authority, either one of the three, before giving election work to a private entity? It's like the Morbi bridge, if I may compare. BJP government in Gujarat is doing that and Mr. Bommai is doing it here. Why did you not advertise? Who recommended? There are, I am told, about 50,000 NGOs and such private entities in Karnataka. How did you dream that came to your mind? Who recommended this private entity in the first instance to you? Why was Minister in charge, Mr. Bommai, BBMP, election authority? None of them checked the antecedents, the work experience of this private entity, and why did you not get alerted by the absolutely suspicious offer saying I will cover each household in entire Bangalore free of cost? I will charge no money from the government. Was it not enough to raise an alarm on the malintent of the entity? Does it not prove that actually minister in charge, the chief minister here, BBMP chief commissioner and the election authority all were in cahoots in stealing the electorate's right to vote? Number 3, how was a private entity permitted to collect personal information of each one of our Kannadiga brothers and sisters in all constituencies of Bangalore? Is it not a clear-cut theft? It's nothing short of theft, a breach of privacy, and a fraud played upon every innocent voter in Bangalore. Number 4, how can contracted employees of a private entity masquerade themselves as government officers of Karnataka? And we also issued block level officers' identity cards. Booth level officers' identity card. Under section 13B2 of the Representation of People Act, only a government servant, a servant in semi-government entity or a local body can be a BLO. Nobody else. That's the law. Parliament has written it. Then how are employees of a private entity being permitted to be booth level officers or BLOs in violation and negation and by rejecting the letter of the law as also its spirit? Can personal data of voters, sex, gender, age, telephone number, Aadhaar number, voter ID number, marital status, all other personal information, which is now protected by right to privacy besides other things, can it be uploaded to a commercial private app, digital Samiksha in this case, which advertises itself that they are working for commercial gain by selling that data? To whom? To political parties, to MPs, to MLAs, to corporators. They may be very well working for BJP, for they haven't given this data to Mr. Shiv Kumar or to Mr. Siddaramaiah. Is this a concerted attempt to steal the election? My last question, friends, is what is the relationship between Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, Mr. Ashwath Narayan and these three entities? And the very fact that the three entities are based in Malleshwaram, operating out of Malleshwaram, almost adjoining houses and streets, and the minister is going and celebrating and cutting cake for the person who is the principal accused, raises a finger of suspicion on his role and responsibility. The sum and substance of this conspiracy is to deny the ordinary voter a right to vote, commit fraud, commit theft, commit impersonation. All these offences have been already committed. And the responsibility lies first and foremost at the doorsteps of in charge Minister of BBMP, which is Mr. Basavaraj Bommai. He must resign for being a conduit or a party or a patent or latent knowledge, someone having knowledge to this electoral fraud that is being played right bang in the center of the most IT savvy city of the country and the capital of the state. Nothing less, nothing more will do. Of course, election authority is responsible, BBMP is responsible, Chief Commissioner is responsible, and there has to be an FIR against Mr. Basavaraj Bommai. He has to be arrested. Anyone else committing such a serious crime would have been arrested. If you were a journalist, if you had even done 5% of that, you wouldn't have got a bail for 3 months. Chief Minister has to go behind bars and a full investigation has to take place. I would now request my senior colleagues.
Who has to do the investigation?
Who has to do the investigation? This investigation, the guilty person is sitting at the topmost echelons of power prima facie. The rest has to come out in the investigation. So it has to be completed within 30 days under direct supervision of Chief Justice of the Karnataka High Court. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what the end of justice called for. And my compliments to all the journalists who have been pursuing this. My colleague Mr. Rizwan Arshad, George Saab, Ramalinga Reddy ji, many other friends, they have also been actively pursuing it. My compliments to them also. That an electoral fraud which would have led to stealing the election has been exposed. The matter is in People's Court. Party will take some necessary follow-up actions. Mr. Siddharamaiah, Mr. Shivkumar will speak to you about them. I also want to take your liberty because I have another engagement and they are here to answer all the questions. I now request CLP leader and PCC president to brief you. No, sir. Then may I respectfully say, both our PCC president, CLP leader and people who have conducted their own investigation, the working president, our MLA, our senior colleagues are all here. I have only spoken based on what they have investigated and they have come out with. They are here to take every question. I would have been most happy. There was an important engagement, that's why I came, and because of me, the press PC was late. But that was the order from the party, so I have adhered to that order. I will now request my senior colleague to speak. Sir, we will take every question, they will not go over.